Why do we get panic attacks? It's because we're really, really afraid. We are so afraid and overwhelmed and stressed out. We don't trust ourselves, and we put so much on the line because whatever that we're doing, whatever that we're trying to finish, whatever that we're trying to go to, it's the source of our worthiness. And that fear is there to tell us that if you don't get this done, if you don't move forward, if you don't do this, you're not worthy. And it's so scary. And most people who have panic attacks have been really yelled at when we're younger, and it was really tough on us, and we're like sensitive, emotional kids, parents, where this whole panic attack thing came from. When you're younger, or super yelled at when you didn't do really well, and you're just like pushed to do so well in school or whatever that you're doing. Really didn't serve us. It makes everything completely stressful. It makes you afraid of everything. And it's because when we're a kid, we don't know any better. We don't know how to like discern the fact that, we're still loved. And so deep in our bodies, we don't actually believe that we're loved if we do it wrong. We don't believe that we're loved when we haven't finished it, or if we don't do it perfect, or we don't make it. And fear of not being loved if we don't do it, that's where the panic attacks come from. So that's like the whole childhood psychology piece of where panic attacks come from. So how did I heal my panic attacks? And what does medication do for panic attacks? My friend asked me, as a nurse, as a person who's healed her anxiety and panic attacks, do you think medication helps? I think that medication numbs what you need to feel. If it's a severe case, then perhaps it's best to take it. And I'm not in any professional position to tell anybody whether they need to be on medication or not, but in my own experience, I know that I had severe panic attacks, and I know just from the proof of not having anxiety at all anymore in my life, I don't need medication. From my experience. How did I do it? I felt the fear. If you have panic attacks, it's the fear that's perpetuating on top of the fear. It's the resistance to the fear of whatever you're trying to do, get finished, that's making it so much worse. So allow yourself to have the panic attack. Allow yourself to feel the intense fear that may come up. It's the fact that we don't want to feel it. It's the fear of fear that's making the panic attack way worse. And whatever we resist persists. You're shaking because you're ridden with fear. It's not a bad thing. It's natural. Your body is trying to release fear. And it's like this fear is bubbling up. And it turns into this panic attack. And the attack is just you forcefully trying to stop the fear, you resisting the fear. That's where the attack's coming from. The panic is coming from the fear of fear. But the fear itself, the intense fear itself, is just bottled up fear. So I explained to my friend that if you had a child and a child was expressing intense fear, you wouldn't put medication in child's mouth just to calm it down and be like, shh. What is good is that you can parent yourself all over again. You can take yourself outside of the situation, and it's almost like you're a third party, and you can watch yourself have a panic attack. You can watch yourself feel the fear. You can allow yourself, give that permission to feel the fear, and that's loving. That is the route to ultimate self-acceptance. Because if we had a child, we can hold in compassion. We can hold our child and let it express and feel the fear until it's, drained out. The next time that trigger comes that makes you feel that panic attack, it's gonna be less. You might have a panic attack at level 8, but when you allow yourself to just be so afraid until it's gone, right? Because it doesn't last forever. Panic attacks don't last forever. I mean, at the most, maybe 45 minutes, and that's if you're resisting it. It's not gonna last that long. The next time the trigger happens, your panic attack is going to be significantly reduced. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I believe that self-love and self-acceptance is allowing yourself to feel fear, allowing yourself to feel angry, allowing yourself to feel sad. Self-acceptance is allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to feel the things you need to feel. Self-love doesn't mean that you need to be perfect and happy and positive and all that. Self-love is the acceptance of all your negative emotion, fear, pain, all of it. So if you're struggling with a panic attack, feel the fear. Feel